Joining us now, you can't see him yet, Mr. Speaker, along with Tammy Bruce, is Professor Alan Dershowitz.
A giant in the legal industry.
Who knows Israel well, and a lot of these people are your personal friends.
Yes.
Your take on what we've seen so far this morning?
Well, you know, I have recently met with the President, with President Abbas, and with Netanyahu, and this is terrific what's going on. I think the President is saying and doing all the right things. His statement that Iran will never, ever be allowed to develop nuclear weapons is very different from the deal that President Obama
They have 10 years, they're going to build one.
That's right. And so that was a very important statement. His going to the Western Wall is very important. Look, Obama allowed the United States not to veto the stupidest UN resolution ever, which suggests that the Western Wall isn't part of Israel. Remember that it was supposed to be international. Jordan captured it illegally. Israel 50 years ago liberated it and allowed everybody to go to the Western Wall, and that's not legal.
Sure.
So I'm so glad that President Trump is going to the Western Wall.
Well, as you know, he is the ultimate deals guy, President Trump. He is hoping on this trip in Israel that they can make some sort of improvement, some sort of compromise on what we're hearing is this ultimate deal. You understand these issues so well.
Right.
How far do you think they can get on something?
There's something on the table which I hope both sides approve of. The Saudis have said that if Israel will just stop building settlements deep into the West Bank and will do a little bit more humanitarian work on Gaza, they will allow planes to fly over Saudi Arabia and the Emirates. They will allow telephone lines to be established and allow business people to come and do deals. That's just the beginning. But if President Trump can come home with that deal, he'll be able to say, I accomplished more in 130 days than the previous 4 presidents have accomplished.
Mr. Speaker, I want you to weigh in. I know you have to run, but I want you to weigh in on what Professor Dershowitz just said.
Well, look, I think Alan has it exactly right. This is one of those unusual moments in history when courageous and inventive leadership can change everything. We saw it happen with the Chinese president at Mar-a-Lago. We saw it happen in Saudi Arabia, and a scene I never thought I would see with the entire Sunni world coming together. We will, by the end of today, may see it happen here. But remember, each of these requires unique skills, unique energy, unique focus. None of them are guaranteed to work. And President Trump is showing enormous courage. The last 2 presidents, their first trip overseas, one was to Mexico, one was to Canada. What Trump is doing is historic. It will be historic in the 4th year of his presidency. This is his opening trip. And if he keeps pulling rabbits out of the hat at the rate he has so far, he's going to come home as a much bigger figure and a much more historic figure.